Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Tabor College in Hillsborough, Kansas, as the Blue Jays open the home portion of their season with a matchup against the visiting Central Christian Tigers. This is Caleb Apple, your voice of the Blue Jays. We are thrilled to have you this afternoon, joined by the great Nick Ediger.
Hello. Great to be back out here. Great opening day. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day in the middle of February in Kansas. We got the sun shining, not much wind, which is a rarity on this field. But should be a good outing for Tabor. Hopefully pick up a nice home opener win.
For sure. And to all the alumni, parents, and fans who are tuning in today, we thank you for supporting Tabor College, and we hope you enjoy the game. Let's go ahead and meet our teams. Our head coaches today are Joey Pavlovich. He is in his second season leading the Tigers. In his first season in McPherson, he led the team to a 16-29 overall finish and a 7-19 finish in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And the coach for the Blue Jays is always Mark Standiford in his 18th season as the head coach for the Blue Jays. His team holds a 3-7 record so far, going 3-1 in the Battle of the Hills tournament in the Ozarks. In 17 seasons at Tabor, he has led the Blue Jays to 2 NAIA World Series appearances, 5 KCAC regular season titles, and a .688 winning percentage. Today's contest will be the 58th all-time matchup between the Blue Jays and Tigers, as Tabor has a 42-15 record over the Tigers.
Yes, and just to get you guys going at the start of the stream, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with our cameras today. So sadly, this might be the only view we have going today for you guys, but we will try and give you as much play-by-play as possible, keep you guys in the loop on what's going out on the rest of the field. But we figured at least getting you the batter's box and the pitching would be better than nothing.
Yes, and to hear our angelic voices also.
Yeah. So let's go through the starters here. For Tabor, we got leading off will be Cole Schieffer, the right fielder. Then we'll have Easton Norris batting 2 at center field. Jared Mack playing third base. Logan McGuire will be our DH today. Eric Calder will be our first baseman. Payson Overbay will be our left fielder. Jay Sean Wise, the shortstop. Danny Zapata at second base. Ethan Crawford at catcher, and Zach Garner on the bump for us.
And for the Tigers, leading off the designated hitter number 13, Braden Young. Batting second, the left fielder, Kurt Ippolito in left field. Batting third, the right fielder, number 0, Derek Cancel. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17, Braden Ulrich. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 11, Gary Ford. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 28, Ian Skuzarowski. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 9, Nico Lopez. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 3, Kevin Dorsey. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 24, Carson Lupton. On the bump for the Tigers is number 6, Nick Clayson. Let's go ahead and talk about our starters. For the Blue Jays, it is going to be Zach Garner, returner for the Blue Jays, one of the few returners for the Blue Jays on the pitching staff and on the position players. 1 inning so far, has a 0 ERA, so hoping to continue that there.
Yeah, and we're lucky enough that this year, as far as I've seen so far, our pitching staff has been tremendous. We've got a couple of good returners, and then we've added some depth as well via freshmen, a couple of freshmen even,
yes,
and then some transfers, and so it's kind of odd to see Tabor with this much depth at pitching the pitcher's mound.
It's definitely refreshing to see, for sure.
Yeah. The real question for Tabor so far has just been the at-bats. We've been inconsistent, and we just need to find a way to get batters and runners in. I mean, we've been pretty bad with runners in scoring position, so we just need to figure a way to get those bats going to help out our pitching staff, and we'll start rolling.
Oh, yeah. It was a much better showing in the Ozarks.
Definitely.
They did do a lot better there, but there still was some struggles, especially in that Mid-America game, with hitting with runners in scoring position, and that's a big thing, especially here at this ballpark. Hitting with runners in scoring position, getting guys in a hitter-friendly ballpark, safe to say.
Yeah.
getting them in and capitalizing on those runs is going to be important in this game, not just this game, the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I know Central Christian, obviously, 1-6 team so far. They're not a historically great baseball team. But with the way we've been hitting, we can't just lay back and let it go. So we're really looking for, this is our last game before we start conference play. So looking to really get it going here. See if we can get some offensive juice going, so that come Friday when we host the Spires from St. Mary, we can maybe start conference off with a bang.
For sure. And so, again, Zach Gardner, the senior from Idaho, he is a transfer from junior college last year, pitched sparingly for the Blue Jays last year, but looking to find a bigger role, especially in these midweek games, as one of the length options, as will be a bullpen game for the Blue Jays.
Yes, for sure. I'm talking to Standiford earlier this week. He was just letting me know they're planning on pitching a bunch of guys today. It's going to be a pitch by committee. They're not looking for Zach to go 6.
Yeah.
They're wanting to get 2 or 3 out of him, and then they'll bring up the next guy. So they're really looking for a couple pitchers to bring him home and then get the bats a-going.
And here we go first. Leading off for the Tigers is the designated hitter, Braden Young. Young so far hitting 179 on the season. First pitch is up and away for ball 1.
I will say, if we only had to have one camera, this is the one to have.
This is a great camera to have, for sure. And that one misses up and away again for ball 2. Count is 2-0. I don't think I've ever seen a day in Hillsborough, Kansas, where the flag is dead still.
Yeah, I mean, it is still as can be, which is welcome compared to yesterday. We had a stiff north wind yesterday. It was actually making it feel about 10 degrees cooler than it was. So it's honestly not a bad day. You'll see a couple of guys with some long sleeves on, but overall, I mean, it's a beautiful day for baseball.
Yes. That one's in there for strike 2. Counts 2-2 now in the home opener for the Blue Jays.
See if Zach can get this one put away.
Yes. Maybe good changeup or off-speed pitch down and away here. 2-2. Gets a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Throws him. What a pitch there. I mean, just right inside, just jammed the guy. Could not get turned around on it.
Great slider there from Gardner, and the first out for the Blue Jays here at home.
Yeah, and that'll bring up Kurt Ippolito, the left fielder for the Central Christian Tigers. That one just a little inside, be a 1-0 count to start that bat.
Again, defensively for the Blue Jays. Crawford at catcher, Mack at third base, Wise at shortstop, Zapata at second. First base is Calder. Right field is Schieffer. Center fielder is Norris, and left field is Overbay.
A 2-0 count. And that one just high. Boy, that one looked pretty good from here, but ump says just a little high. So that'll be a 3-0 count. See if he can get back in this at bat. And 4-pitch walks him. That is not what you want to do. You don't want to give free bases away in this ballpark.
Mm-hmm. And Coach Davis, the pitching coach, wants his guys to get ahead. Doesn't want them to fall behind, get runners on base, free bases. Wants them to get ahead, find ways to get outs early in the count. It allows them to go even further into games.
Yes, for sure. Let's see what Zach has to start out this at bat. And there we go. Now he's found the top of the zone, right down the middle, and start out ahead of the count, just like you were talking about. Great way to do it. 0-1 right down the middle. And we'll see if he can take advantage of that head start.
Good ground ball double play situation here to the 3-hitter Derek Cancel. Cancel hitting .357 this year. Runner goes. Crawford throws, bounces off. Looks like the runner doesn't advance to third. Definitely hit him. He's kind of wincing on pain there. Right fielder gets it back in within no worries.
No.
So runner at second base here, 1 out, 1-1 count.
Mm-hmm. We're almost lucky that hit him. I mean, he was safe by a mile there. So had it not hit him, he probably would have gotten up and made his way to third. It'll be a 1-1 count with a runner on second, 1 out. He skies it up to left field. Looks like he's under it, and he's got it. Runner will not tag, so freezes the runner on second base for the second out.
Next up, the first baseman, Braden Ulrich. Ulrich hitting .261 on the year, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Big kid here.
Yeah.
For the Tigers.
Definitely your stereotypical cleanup batter build, that's for sure.
Runner goes. First pitch from Gardner's low. Tag, runner's safe.
Boy, that was close as all get out. That was definitely a bang-bang play.
Yes.
A great throwdown by Crawford there. Just off. Had it been maybe 6 inches lower, Matt could have gotten that tag down. But perfect throw and kept the ball, didn't let him get further.
And Ippolito is stealing that off the pitcher. There's not much Crawford can do there. That was a good throw. Is this jammed over to Mack over at third? Throws it over to Calder. In time for out number 3. A scoreless top of the first for the Blue Jays. Going into the Blue Jays half of the first. Nothing. Back here in the Burrow, leading off for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the first is Cole Schieffer. Schieffer, one of the returning starters, if you could say that. He did split playing time with Mikey Acosta last year, but one of the main returners for the Blue Jays back in 2026. Can't believe it's 2026.
Yeah, let that first one go by, and that's been why he's in that leadoff position. He's a very patient hitter. He's finding ways to get on base. He's been one of the bright sides offensively for Tabor and just finding ways to get on base, even if he's not getting a knock, getting walks, getting on base, and that's what you need from senior leadership.
12 walks to 5 strikeouts. That's what you want from your leadoff guy. Next one's in there. Counts 2-1. Schieffer hitting .360 on the year, but has a .590 OBP. So, guy that gets on base, whatever it takes. This one's laced into left field. Left fielder bounces off of him, stays in front of him. Schieffer takes a round, and goes to second. The left fielder bobbled it.
Little stand-up double there for Schieffer. I mean, he hit it just perfect. Landed about, I don't know, what'd you say, 3 feet in front of the left fielder? Yeah. I mean, maybe could have made a diving play, but would have been tough. So, I mean, great positioning there by Cole Schieffer to get that one in. Get a runner in scoring position right off the bat.
And it was just, and this is what you were just talking about before the game started. Can the Blue Jays hit with runners in scoring position? Next up is Easton Norris, the center fielder, who did start the season leading off, but the Schieffer and Norris have switched spots so far.
Yeah, Norris, I know, was actually the home run derby champ this year at homecoming in the fall, and great to have some powerful left-handers here at Tabor with this short porch over here in right field.
Especially on a day like today where the wind's not blowing, you can just get it up in the air, don't have to worry about the wind pushing it or killing it, really.
Yeah. And he lets that one go by, too. So we got a very nice hitters count here, 3-0. See what Norris can do with this.
Norris so far this year hitting .273, 2 home runs, 5 RBI, so has had some power so far. One of the few Blue Jays hitters that has slugged this year. When we have a balk.
Okay.
Nick Clayson did not come set there. He was messing with his glove. As he was set, you can't mess with your glove. You got to keep it still.
Yep, and that will advance Schieffer to third base, just 90 feet away from putting Tabor up early in the first inning. Up top, way high. That'll get Norris on the bag. So we've got runners in the corners, no outs. And coming in, number 11, the preseason All-American, Jared Mack.
And Mack has switched around defensively a lot this year so far, has played second, has played the outfield, and now today he's playing third base. Already got some action over there as he had that last ground ball. But he's more known for his bat. He hit, I think, close to 400 last year with 10, 15 home runs. I mean, he hit really, really well last year, and he's started off a little slower than he did last year, but he's starting to find it as we play some more games, gets more used to the game feel as it counts 1-0.
Yeah, and I know it's always tough, especially for teams like Tabor that are trying to get some practice time in, and looks like Norris will actually get tagged up on first base there for the Blue Jays' first out. Good pickoff play by the pitcher. Norris just caught sleeping. So that'll give the Tigers the first out. But as I was saying, it's tough for teams up here further north. I know down in Texas and Louisiana where Tabor played the first couple of weeks, those guys have been outside playing the whole time, whereas we had snow on the ground here at the start of January, and so they couldn't practice.
Yeah. It definitely takes an adjustment for game timing comparatively, but also there was some very stiff competition that the Blue Jays played in the first of the year. With the defending national championships, LSU Shreveport, and then they played Wayland Baptist at the beginning of the year, who also was ranked in the preseason top 25. So, I mean, there were some good arms that they did face, and now that you're getting into conference, you really want to see your best hitter hit their stride.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a reason he was a preseason All-American, like you said. I mean, batted nearly 400 last year. So we'd love for Jared Mack to get hot, and now's the perfect time to start doing it. Looked like we had a little mound visit there by the ump, probably talking about that box situation, just making sure the guy is coming fully set before he delivers.
1-2, blooped over the first baseman's head, but foul. So Mack looking to keep this at-bat going here. Counts 1-2 with 1 out, runner at third base. And those are the unselfish swings. You want to make sure that you keep your at-bat going no matter what it takes, especially with the guy in runners with runners in scoring position. This one's laced to left field also, and this one's going to drop. Schieffer's going to score standing up, and an RBI single gets the Blue Jays on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, great job there by Mack. Just finding a way to, like you said, keep battling, stay in the at-bat, and found a way to bloop one in, and just like that, Tabor's up early, and we've got a runner in that was in scoring position. Didn't leave him stranded. I can't ask for more than that.
Next up, the designated hitter, the true freshman, Logan McGuire. Slider looked at for strike one. McGuire has pitched a lot more than he's hit so far.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him actually in the DH spot. He's more of a pitcher for him, but I know Skip is trying anything and everything right now, just trying to figure out whose bat is hot, who will get us going.
And who's going to give him good ABs, you know? It's that's what it's really about. What guy can get us good ABs, do the job that they're asked to do, and be productive? Is this one another off-speed pitch? Swung on and missed. Counts now 1-2.
See if Logan can get back into this one. He readies and delivers. Logan does, Hump says he did turn around on that, so that'll be out number 2. Not what you want to see from your DH, but that's what happens sometimes. Baseball's a fickle game. He can get in the Hall of Fame just by going 300. So.
Next up, the first baseman, Eric Calder, another newcomer for the Blue Jays. With Jared Mack still at first base here with 2 outs. This one hits him right in the hip, and Eric gets on first base. So runners at first and second with another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. This one just drills him right in the thigh.
Yeah, luckily that's the place you do want to get hit. If you are going to take one, that's the place to do it. Got a little more meat there. But yeah, good way to get on base.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
OBP. Next up is Kaysen Overbay, the left fielder. He's been a surprise for the Blue Jays so far. The sophomore from Wichita has played in some games and has played well. Leads the team in batting average right now, hitting .500. And then, like you were saying, Skip's trying to find anybody that can play well, do their job, and Kaysen has done that so far.
Yeah, and especially with the pitching staff that we've had so far this year, you're not nearly as worried about defensive play as right now you are about offensive play. He skies this one to right center fielders under it, and that will be out number 3 to end the first inning. So Tabor will strand 2, but does get that leading run in to go up 1-0 after the first. We'll be back at the top of the second. And we're back at the top of the second. See if Zach Garner can keep it going for the Blue Jays, get another scoreless inning here. But it's great to get that first one on the board. That sure helps your pitchers out to be pitching with a lead.
Yes. And now after you score, you want a shutdown inning. Make sure that you keep that lead going into the bottom of the second. And Zach can keep pitching well as this first pitch is in there right down the heart of the plate. 4-1 to the second baseman, Gary Ford. Ford is hitting .238 on the year, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. So next pitch, slider hit in between the 5-6 hole, 4-base hit, and the leadoff runner is on for the Tigers. Just a hanging off-speed pitch there from Garner. Can't Can't really do that, but you can afford to make as some more mistakes than if the wind was blowing 30 miles an hour out of the south.
Yeah, and just a well-struck ball there, like you said, right in between third and shortstop. Found the gap and kept it going. That'll bring up the shortstop for the Tigers, Ian Skuzarowski. I know that one is definitely a mouthful there. I don't know how we actually are supposed to say that, but,
We're trying our best here.
Yep. Reminds me almost of Coach Krzyzewski for the Duke Blue Devils. He's got a lot of syllables there all in a row. So I apologize if you are Ian's family. I apologize deeply. I know what it's like for somebody to butcher your last name. So, but we'll see if Zach can go to work on Ian here. Be an 0-1 count. Tries the pick play again. Really worried about this guy stealing. I don't know if 11 here, if Gary Ford has a lot of speed.
He does. He leads the team in steals with 4. So understandable that Gardner is warranty, especially with 2 stolen bases off him in the first inning for sure.
Yeah. That's maybe what Central Christian is looking to do today without having the great power hitters. You got to play some small ball. You got to get stolen bases where you can.
Yes.
Back pick again.
The one good thing about NAIA ball is that there's no limit to how many pickoffs you can have. Unlike the MLB and the NCAA, you can have as many pickoffs as you want, which I think is a great part of the game. Swing and a miss there from an off-speed pitch. Count goes to 1-2. Gardner looking to get this second batter of the second inning out.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to get him out here and get back ahead for the inning. Delivers just down and low. We'll draw the count even to 2-2. Now, so far from what I'm seeing from Zach, he's pitching pretty well. I mean, he's left a couple there out for him, but had to kind of find it early in the first inning. But otherwise, he's pitching really well so far this game. Another back pick, and boy, they're getting close on him. That's for sure. Just feels like one of these is going to get him.
And Gardner had the right idea. You're trying to get him right in the middle of the hop. So some base runners get that hop trying to get a good jump going to second base, but Zach got him right in the middle of it, but just didn't get him in time as this one misses upstairs. Count goes full now. I could see here that Ford takes off here for second base.
Yeah, definitely. With a full count, you're wanting to go on most any contact. So great opportunity for him to potentially steal this base. See if we'll get another pickback play or not.
Runner goes. As this one misses up for a walk. So runners at first and second here, 1 out. And the Tigers are threatening to even the score.
You can tell Zach definitely wanted that one back. Felt like looked like it just slipped off his hands just a little bit, left it just a little high and outside. So that's one he'll want back. But hey, you got a new batter. New 0-0 count. Time to attack this guy, see if we can get a little ground out double play, get back in the inning.
Nico Lopez up for the Tigers. Doesn't show bunt here, which surprises me here with first and second and no outs. But Lopez hitting .250 on the year, no home runs, 3 RBIs. So you're trusting your guy in the 7 hole to get something done with runners at first and second here and no outs. Squares around the bunt this time, punts it right back to the pitcher. Garner fields, throws it over to first. Bad throw, short hops him, gets past Calder. 1 run's going to score. Runner moves up to third base from first base. So now runner's at the corner after the misplay from Gardner.
Yeah, and just kind of spiked it to the ground. Needs to calm himself here, just collect, catch a breath. We got runners in scoring position now. Like you said, new batter, 0-0. Let's get back in this game. Tied up 1-1, though, with that. And a beautiful bunt, though, that you see there on the replay. I mean, he just dribbled that down the line perfectly.
It's a great sacrifice bunt for sure. And you have to, and when you're having that sacrifice bunt, you're just trying to make sure that they make that play. As they try to square around again, doesn't go around.
Maybe you're going to see a test Tabor's defense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You already have 1 error. Why not see if you can get another here?
Yeah, and with a runner sitting there on third, you're really going to have to make a tough choice there, whether you're going back home or to first on a sac bunt.
Scores around again, misses upstairs.
A 2-0 count coming into this. And Standiford will come out for a mound visit, see if he can calm his pitcher down. If you're the coach at this point, you're coming out to the mound. You're just telling your guy, hey, let's calm. There's a reason I started you today. I trust you. I know what you're doing. You got it. Just take a deep breath. Let's go out. Any other advice you would be given?
I would also be talking to the other infielders, talking about what play they're running. If the runner does go from first base, I'd be just telling him, hey, make sure we're getting strikes in there, especially if he's given us an out. Get that out, especially early in the game. You trust your offense enough, especially at home, to score some runs. So this isn't a life or death situation here. You want to get the out wherever you can get it. So get that out. Make sure you throw it in the zone, and then we'll be good. Because then there's also different bunt plays that you can run here. And it's still 2-0. Garner does throw it down and throws down. Crawford does get him.
Perfect pick play and throws the guy at third as well. Big time play there by Crawford. I mean, pop-up time, great, right on the dot, and third base, runner on third had no chance to even come in. I mean, great defensive play there, and maybe that's exactly what Standiford was trying to cook up.
So now 3-0, infield in. 3-0 pitch taken right down the middle, 4-strike 1. So contact play here. So we'll see how aggressive Central Christian is here with if there is a ground ball to the infielder somewhere, if they do try to test the defense of the Blue Jays. 3-1. Swung on, hit up, way up in the sky.
Looks like Jay Sean at short is under it and will freeze the batter at third. So perfect. I mean, just like that, we are back in this inning, 1 out away from getting out of this.
I mean, that's huge for Zach right there. The Tigers weren't able to capitalize with a runner in scoring position. That's what you want. You either want a strikeout or a pop-up, and you couldn't ask for much more right there.
Next. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it definitely gives him some confidence coming into this next batter. Carson Lupton, the center fielder, batting in the 9-hole for the Tigers.
Lupton hitting .300 this year. No home runs, 5 RBIs. So has some good numbers coming out of the 9-hole for the Tigers here. 1-0. Taken 4 right on the outside corner. Counts 1-1 now.
Great placement there by Zach. Looks like he's getting those couple outs really helped him just get back into his groove.
Big swing and a miss there. Fastball up in the zone. Counts now 1-2. Gardner has a chance to keep this game tied at 1. Here with 2 outs in the top of the second, excuse me.
And one of the bigger pitches of the game so far right here.
Swung on and missed. A great off-speed by Gardner.
Well
and
done.
We go into the bottom of the second. Blue Jays and Tigers tied at 1.
Yeah, and you'll see there on the replay, just froze him with that off-speed pitch down in the dirt. Could not get a hold of it. We'll be back for the bottom of the second, see if Tabor can take the lead back. Looks like we'll take one more warm-up pitch here and then should be back going for the bottom of the second for the Blue Jays looking to take the lead. If you're just tuning in with us, just wanted to mention again that we are having some technical difficulties with our cameras. So this is sadly the only view we've got, but we figured it was better than nothing. And Caleb Apple and Nick Edgar here on the call, we will do our best to keep you clued in to what's happening out on the field. But this will bring up number 7, Jay-Sean Wise, the shortstop, to start us off.
And another newcomer for the Blue Jays is that one. Checks over to the first base umpire and says he goes, so the count's 0-1. Wise, another newcomer again, what I was trying to say before the pitch. Just another trying to replace a great infielder of Isaiah Cohen's at shortstop.
Yeah, and I mean, Tabor turned over, like you said, I think Jared Mack and Cole Schiefers are really the only returning position players for the team. So Tabor had a lot of spots to fill, and Jay-Sean was definitely a good pickup at shortstop, just need his bat to get going.
And so then a ground ball to second base, fielded, thrown just a little wide, but they were able to get the tag. So there is one out now in the bottom of the second, brings up the second baseman, Danny Zepeda, another returner, but dealt with a lot of injuries last year. So looking to have a full healthy year in 2026. First pitch to Danny is misses upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, Danny was definitely one that we really wanted last year, but just kept struggling with some hand injuries, and so it's good to see him out on the field. And he will hit this one hard, but it looks like center fielder is going to be right under it for an easy out. And that'll be 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down, and just a few pitches too. So this is not what you want to do as Tabor. You want to start running this pitcher deep. And don't give up easy outs early in the count.
Yes, and brings up the sophomore Ethan Crawford from Derby, Kansas. Played a lot last year in some unfortunate situations after a couple guys got suspended after a incident.
Little scuffle.
A little scuffle. But did play well in the series that he played in against Evangel. And
even walked off one of the games.
It was a great way to end off senior weekend. And Crawford has played well so far, especially behind the plate. Really has been the sole catcher for the Blue Jays in his second year with the program.
Yeah, and I know going through the fall, they were really looking to see if anybody was going to step up their game. They didn't know if Crawford was going to. They weren't for sure if he was going to be their guy or not. But, I mean, coming into the season so far, I mean, he has really stepped up his game. And even the difference between fall and spring that I'm seeing on the field, he's doing a great job out there.
He's definitely made jumps. His approach has gotten a lot better. And the way he approaches the game defensively also has improved immensely from his first year to his second year.
Yeah, he's not letting many balls pass, but this will be a 2-2 for Crawford. And he does get a hold of it to stay alive in the count, fouls it straight back.
And this is what you want out of your 9-hitter. Make it a tough out. Try to get back up to the top of the lineup with some runners on base, especially with the catcher, and you can get a courtesy runner. Get some really good speed up on the base paths for the top of the order. This one's lined into center field for a base hit. Crawford has only hit singles so far, and he gets another one there.
Hey, a single, getting on base. That's what you need.
Gets on base. That's all we need. And you're going to be a courtesy runner, number 15, Robert Diaz.
And did a great job on his approach there, slowing down the swing just enough so that he wasn't too far ahead of it. Blooped it right over the second baseman. And that'll bring in courtesy runner for him thanks to NAIA rules. It'll be Robert Diaz being our courtesy runner. And this guy, I tell you, Robert Diaz, he has got some speed.
He flies. He's a transfer from Cowley Community College, the esteemed JUCO program in Arkansas City, Kansas. This one, pick off over to first, and gets him.
Boy, I don't know about that one, but that's an out. Ump called it. That's what it is. Tough break there. It looked like he had it back in time, but that will do it for this inning. So leave one runner, no runners on base since he got tagged out there, but be tied 1-1 going into the top of the third. And we will be back here for the top of the third with a new pitcher on the bump for the Blue Jays. It'll be the mid-year transfer, Judah Powell. And somehow Stanford just keeps getting these transfers in from somewhere. I don't know where he hides them. But this guy has been a great addition to the team. He's been DHing quite a bit, but he's also, from what I've heard, a great pitcher. So I'm interested to see what he's got in the tank for him today. And that first pitch will be delivered fouled off. But
just right up the line, just foul. Braden Young, the leadoff hitter. So one time through the order, does Gardner's 2 innings, 1 run. Can't really complain much there, especially in your first start of the year. So at a hitter-friendly ballpark. So good job by Zach. Now you're going to another bullpen arm. You're trying to get confidence to in Powell.
That one will just bounce outside down and away. And it'll be a 1-1 count. See if Judah can get back in this. But as I was trying to say earlier, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Judah has to offer here.
This one's lined up the middle for a base hit.
Looks like he's turning. Maybe, okay, slowed down and froze him at first base. But looked like he might be trying to get it stretched into a double. Yeah, just unlucky there from Judah. I mean, just found that center gap there perfectly. And next up will be their 2 spot, Kurt Ippolito, the left fielder.
Walked in his first at-bat. And this is Judah's second appearance on the year. He pitched against the Pilots in Shreveport and went 1 inning, gave up 3 earned runs and 2 hits. So looking for a much better outing against some quote-unquote easier competition comparatively to the reigning national champions that went undefeated last year.
And the number 1 seed in the nation, No offense to Central Christian, but a 1-6 record does not compare to the number 1 seed in the nation, LSU Shreveport, who did finally lose. Their
lost
winning
twice,
streak.
actually.
Yeah,
They lost
finally over.
They lost in the Cajun collision to Missouri Baptist and Central Methodist, both teams from Missouri. So good job by both of those teams.
But yeah, you talk about that Cajun collision, the very first game of Tabor's season, actually down there at LSU Shreveport, that was a heck of a game, and it looked like Tabor had their chances and just couldn't capitalize. Had a chance to pick up an early great win, but just couldn't capitalize on it.
Yes, unfortunately. This one's in there, catches the knees for strike 1, counts now 2-1.
2-1 count, runner on first base with no outs. And hit by pitch. That one hurt. Bouncing off the ribs onto the elbow from what it looked like.
Yeah.
But that'll put runners on first and second with no outs. Oh no, that one hit him inside on the forearm. Oh, snuck in for the forearm.
And Slider didn't slide there.
Yep.
And so now you have runners at first and second with no one out. It wouldn't be surprised if we see another bunt here again.
Yeah,
You're trying to scratch runs across if you're the Tigers and put yourself in a position to put runners in scoring position with 1 out.
And it worked great for him last inning. They've got no outs. Run it back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Doesn't square. Takes ball 1 up and away. Powell really trying to settle in here in his first appearance at Blue Jay Field here in Hillsboro, Kansas.
Yeah, just trying to find his zone. And maybe that's why they're not squaring up on him, because he just hasn't been able to find that zone yet.
Second pitch misses down and inside, counts 2-0. Maybe waiting for the first strike, and then they'll square around. There's that as a possibility for sure.
I will say I wouldn't be doing my job as a color commentator if I didn't tell you guys that he is rocking the blue stirrup socks.
I love
on the pitcher's mound.
Big stirrups guy. Big stirrups guy here. I think all pitchers should wear stirrups. I think it's a great look for pitchers.
It is definitely a pitcher-only look, though.
Yes.
You see that out on the field, you're going to be clowning that guy for sure. And finally finds the zone, make count 3-1. So we'll see if Judah can stay up in this, maybe get a little ground out. Got runners on first and second with no outs.
3-1 misses up and away. Bases loaded here. No outs for the Tigers. And it looks like we're going to get mound visit from, I don't know if Coach Standiford's coming out, but it looks like we're just going to get a player mound visit, just trying to calm him down, trying to regain some confidence. Maybe crack a joke or two, trying to.
Yep. See a little grin there from Judah. So hopefully just alleviate the situation. J Max laughing there. So just
break up the nerves, trying to get him back focused in. So wouldn't be surprised here to see corners in, and then the middle will be rolling, trying to get a double play. Actually, doesn't look like it. They're going to play in normal. Nope. Corners are going to be in. So Jared Mack and Eric Calder, first and third base, would probably going home on a play made to them. First pitch is skied into the air. Wise, they call infield fly. Runner fakes the tag.
Great job by Wise there. I mean, tracked it all the way into foul territory from shortstop. But great way to get that first out and freeze the runner at third. No run score. Get that first crucial out on what should have been a foul ball.
And with that infield fly rule, it only matters if it's fair. So the infield fly rule doesn't affect anything if it's a foul ball. So that would have been just a normal tag play if that were not caught. Or it had just been a normal foul ball. That one misses up in the zone for ball one to the five-hitter, Gary Ford, who singled up his last AB.
Yeah, and that's a great help for your pitcher as a shortstop, being able to get your pitcher an out, buy him an out there when he's struggling early in the inning, doing everything he can to help your pitcher out.
Yes.
And it's showing. He's back in it. Got a 1-1 count here with bases loaded.
1-1. Slider. Crawford keeps it in front of him. Runners don't advance. So count 2-1. Judah let that slider just get a little too far away from him there.
Yeah, and Crawford doing a great job by keeping that down and in front of him. Hit in a really awkward spot, but kept it out there to where keep the runners where they are and not let them advance. Judah readies for a 2-1. Just inside. It'll be a 3-1 count.
And that was a good pitch. I like that pitch from Powell there, trying to jam him, trying to make weak contact. I like the idea. But the Tigers are going to be patient on him, especially since he loaded the bases without them having to hit with the hit by pitch and the walk. So bases loaded, or the count is full. Bases loaded here, 1 out. Powell looking to get hopefully a double play or a strikeout here with 1 out. 3-2 pitch. Slider freezes him for strike 3.
Beautiful pitch
Great
there.
pitch.
I mean, great movement side to side. I think that thing probably had a good 2 feet on it. I mean, beautiful pitch there. That's what you want from him. He's been struggling early, but that's the reason he's in the game right there.
That's a great pitch there.
And that'll bring up Ian Skuzarowski, their shortstop. See if Judah can get himself out of this jam he built.
First pitch. Good pitch there by
Oh,
Powell. Must have just missed up.
Yep, I'm saying just up.
Crawford agreed. So a good call there by Crawford. I do like the pitch there. Next pitch popped into shallow left field. Wise calls off Jared and catches it for out number 3.
Great inning there. Way to get your guys out of a jam. Stay tied. I mean, bases loaded with no outs and get out of it still with no runs scored.
Powell just wanted to make it interesting for everyone.
I guess. I mean, great job defensively all the way around. Had a pitcher struggling, but the defense stepped up, made the plays they needed to, and kept this game tied. We will see you in the bottom of the 3rd.
We're back here in sunny Hillsborough, Kansas. I'm Caleb Apple, joined by Nick Ediger here in the bottom of the third. Back at the top of the order for Cole Schieffer. Schieffer is 1 for 1 today with a single. Looking to get
double.
on.
Double, actually.
Single with an error.
Single with an error. See, that's why we got you here,
Yes.
an actual baseball player, not somebody who just pretends like they know.
As the first pitch misses upstairs, 4-1. But yeah, Schieffer got on base in his first at-bat and scored a run. That's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Get on base, put pressure on the defense, and get them in. I mean, Jared Mack did his job in the first inning as that one misses upstairs. Count is 2-0, but Schieffer is doing his job as a leadoff hitter.
Once again, just being patient. Patient leadoff batter. Great job there. Brings the count to 3-0. Schieffer hasn't even looked like he's going to try and swing. I mean, he must be reading the ball well today because he didn't even flinch on that one. Lets that one slide by. That'll be a 3-1. That was just inside, but gets the called strike. 3-1, getting ready to deliver. That one is too far inside for him, and that will get Schieffer on base with a walk. So once again, Schieffer finds a way to get on the bag to get the Blue Jays a runner on with no outs.
And that Schieffer's 13th walk of the year in 11 games. So he's been able to get on base, has 5 stolen bases on the year. Wouldn't be surprised to see one here, but we have seen a great pickoff move from the Tigers so far.
Yeah, and you talk about those 13 walks that he has. Tabor is actually, even though their bats aren't where we want them to be, they're actually 3rd in the nation in walks so far this year, which is incredible. That just amazes me. That means they are being patient. They're finding ways to get on base even if their bats aren't supplying it.
Yes, but they also have really struggled in the strikeout department too. So they're trying to find that healthy balance. This one skied to left field and brought in by the left fielder. That will be out number 1. It was a good swing there by Norris.
It was.
Just not the right day to hit it to left field.
Yep.
Comparatively to the other days we have. But you're not going to complain up with a squared up baseball. So
no, it was a great hit. Just happened to be right to the left fielder.
So next up is Jared Mack, the third baseman. Had an RBI single his first at bat. Drove in Cole Schieffer. So let's see if he can do it here. First pitch to Mack is upstairs for ball 1.
That pitch almost looked like they were worried about Schieffer taking off. Almost looked like they were trying to pick him off.
A little pseudo pitch out.
Yep. Be 1-0 for Jared Mack.
Pick off over to first. Gets back in time there as Clayson was trying to get his 3rd pickoff of the day. Blue Jays hopefully are trying to be a little more cognizant of trying to not allow the pickoff to happen after being picked off twice in the first 2 innings. This one misses away. A slider misses away. Count goes to 2-0 now. Mack in a hitter's count, looking for something to drive.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity. I think I'm going to do it, Caleb.
You're gonna pull
I'm
it?
going to pull out my yard card. I am thinking J-Mac, one of our power guys, has got the opportunity this at-bat to go yard. Maybe get a little home run action.
Rio looking for a fastball down the middle.
I mean, perfect opportunity for J-Mac right here. Let's see if my first yard card of the season will pay off.
3-0. Catches the inside corner. Counts 3-1 now. Still in a hitter's count for Jared here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd.
Okay, Mac, you've seen it now. Now take it for a ride. Help me out.
3-1. Misses down in the zone. You get it back, though.
I get it back. He found his way on base. I will retain my yard card. So for those of you new to Blue Jay baseball, we have yard cards here that you can pull out at any time you want on any batter. And if they go yard, you win whatever prize you feel like winning that day.
Yes.
You pull out your yard card on them, and if they go yard, you win. If they get on base, you retain your yard card, but you only get 1 yard card per game. So that you got to be selective with it. Make sure you're not going to waste it. But if you're feeling it in the moment, pull it out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get the Blue Jays some runs.
Exactly.
Yep.
So McGuire is now up to bat, the designated hitter. Struck out his first at bat and got it, and now is down 0-1. They keep throwing off-speed pitches to McGuire. This one misses outside. We get a balk. Clayson didn't come set there.
That has been an issue for him this game, for sure. I
It's
mean,
his second balk.
yeah,
And that gets it gets 2 base runners in scoring position now for
Yep.
McGuire.
Yep, got runners on second and third with only 1 out. Just need McGuire to get something out into play, and you'll bring one in.
Swing and a miss, another off-speed pitch,
Yep.
and they're gonna keep testing the young freshman, seeing if he can actually hit the off-speed. And it's a good approach by the Tigers so far. The 0-2 hit over to second base. Runner is gonna score, bobbled by the second baseman, throws it over to first in time, but a productive out for McGuire. Drives in a run. It gives the Blue Jays the lead again, 2-1.
Yeah, and I mean, great job there, getting it also to the far side, getting it over to second base, allowing that runner from third to get in and score. Made contact, got it into play like he needed to do, and you'll take that. Would have loved to see him get on base after the little bobble, but hey, he did his job, got a run batted in, got Tabor back in the lead, up 2-1. And that will bring up a mound visit from Central Christian Tigers. See what they want to do here.
I think they also may be buying time for the reliever in the bullpen. Number 34, Sal Garza, has a 13.5 ERA so far. But they're just trying to buy some time, give the guy some extra pitches, especially if
Get his arm warm,
it is if Calder gets on base here. Don't want to put your pitcher in a precarious position. You want to make sure you have your guy warm, just in case things go south here in the bottom of the third.
Yep. But that will bring up Eric Calder, our first baseman, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Looking to not do that again, hopefully. But looking to get Jared Mack, who is on third base, get him home.
The 1-0. Hit to the right side. First baseman fields it, flips it over to the pitcher in time for out number 3. But the Blue Jays do retake the lead, 2-1, going into the bottom of the top of the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, good contact there, just kind of weak over to the first base side. Pitcher was able to come back and cover. Not enough to get there in time to get Jared Mack in, but we did get that one, like you said, staying up and ahead. And Judah Powell will be out for the top of the fourth. Excuse me.
Back here in the top of the fourth, Nico Lopez up for the Tigers. Judah Powell returns for his second inning of work. First pitch, hit into left field, and will be a base hit, a leadoff base hit, and Lopez is shaking his hand. Must have jammed him there.
Yeah, that looked like I was far inside. Not one you typically would get a hit on. Jammed him inside, but did get out there, found a gap, and got him on to first base. Yeah, you'll see here, I mean, just hit him way close to the hands there on the bat, nowhere close to the barrel. So definitely will rock your hands there. He's going to feel that one for a couple minutes for sure.
It is a nice day, but it's not the warmest either, so you're going to feel it a little bit more.
Going to have a little bit of tingle in those fingers, so we'll see if Central Christian here with a leadoff runner can keep things going. Got a little bit of something going on here. I don't know if they're calling pitch clock violation or what happened there.
He's talking to Coach Stanford in the dugout. I think what happened was Judah stepped off, and you only get one disengagement.
Okay.
So I think that's what that was. First pitch, bunted, right back to Powell, throws it over to second for one. Throws it to Wise. Wise throws it over to Calder.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't get him in time.
Boy, that looked like a perfect turn 2 play. Are they saying they didn't get him at second? Is that what they're calling?
Let's let them discuss first. So for sure, what happened? Well, you don't have a replay, unfortunately. I believe he called him out at second base, and then he called him safe at first base. So we actually get a call on the field that it is a double play. We only have a 2-man crew here in non-conference games, so it is a little tougher for our umpires.
Yeah, he was in a bad position to see first base.
So we have the home plate umpire. He overruled. Hold on.
Looks like they might be keeping the runner at second there. I don't know if that central coach is out here discussing.
He's walking away. I think we have 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, perfect job. Yep. So did end up turning 2. Great job by Judah Powell there to get on the short dribbler right to him. And smart heads-up play to get it to second to have a chance to even turn 2.
Yes.
Get himself way out ahead here. Got 2 outs now with the center fielder coming up, Carson Lupton.
Struck out his first time at the plate. Good off-speed pitch there.
And that'll give you a little confidence, definitely. Getting 2 outs, no runners on. You can play a little more with the batter now.
That one crossed up Crawford a little bit. Looked at his pitch watch, and he thought he was getting fastball, but he got curveball. The next pitch, grounded foul over by the third base dugout. Counts now 0-2, way ahead. This is a great time for Powell to get that shutdown inning that he's been looking for.
Yeah, see if he can get that curveball back in there, or maybe a little slider action. Get something with some movement on here, really freeze the guy.
There it was, just a little inside. Good pitch there by Powell. Count goes to 1-2 now with 2 outs.
It's a good thing I'm not the ump because that one was framed perfectly by Crawford. Just did not buy it.
1-2. Gets the swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch, and that gets the 0 for the Blue Jays in the top of the 4th. Going into the bottom of the 4th after a great inning by Powell. 2-1 Blue Jays.
And we're back for the bottom of the 4th here at Blue Jay Field in Hillsborough, Kansas on a beautiful sunny February day. But this will be Kason Overbay, our left fielder, out to start it for us. Once again, we are first home game here, so we are having a little bit of technical difficulties we're trying to work through. Only have the one camera view, and Scorebug is not cooperating like it should be for us, but we are working on getting that fixed as soon as possible for you guys.
So 0-1 here to Overbay after the first pitch. That one misses down. Count goes to 1-1 now. Overbay flew out to center field his first at bat, looking to get his first hit of the ballgame and first hit at home of the year. Slider misses away again here. Count goes to 2-1. And Clayson is back out for his 4th inning of work. Has been relatively efficient as this one hits Overbay, kind of grazed his shirt a little bit. So a leadoff base runner with some speed here with no outs.
And you got to think with the mound visit they had last time, trying to buy their reliever a little bit of time. I mean,
he's starting to get hot right back again. So
yeah, you'd think he's on a pretty short leash this inning. Be Jayshon Wise coming up to the bat. Tabor's shortstop did ground out last at bat. I got a runner on first, no outs.
Pick off over to first base. Gets past the first baseman. Overbay's going to go to second. Takes a turn but doesn't go. So the misplay, trying to get a little too greedy with the pickoffs, does hit the Tigers right back in the mouth. And so now we have the leadoff base runner of Overbay at second base here with no outs.
And that's one of the quirks of Blue Jay Field here is if you overthrow first, you're giving up a base no matter what. It's going to bounce around out there, and it's going to run away from you pretty quick, just the way the stadium is built.
And it has that angle, so everything's going to bounce towards right field too, especially. The next pitch, 2 Wise, is in there, 4-1. I guess that was the first pitch without the pickoff. So 0-1 here, 2 Wise here with no outs. Runner at second base is Overbay. Wise looking to get the Blue Jays extend that lead here.
Catcher clear out in the other batter's box.
Gets the outside corner. Counts 1-2. He has a spot.
Yep.
Caught the outside corner. A good fastball there by Clayson.
Staring down second base.
Misses inside again. So count moves to 2-1 here. And both pitches he's missed so far in this at bat have been sliders that have been backed up on Wise, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see another fastball outside here from Clayson. 2-1. Slider gets a chase.
Will advance the runner.
Yes.
Little bobble there, just barely got any bat on it. Could not get down to first in time, but did advance the runner to third base. So that'll be 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on third with Danny Zepeda coming up to bat, our second baseman.
Danny flew out to center field his last at bat. If he does that again, he drives in a run. So hopefully to keep that same approach here with 1 out in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, especially with only 1 out and you're up to bat, you got to get something in play when you got a runner on third with 1 out. Get something out in play, give your guy a chance to get home.
Yes.
See if we can extend that Blue Jay lead up 2-1 right now.
So that ball almost got away from the catcher, but didn't get far enough away for Overbay to score. So counts 1-0 here with 1 out. Fastball misses up in the zone. Count is now 2-0. Zepeda with a hitter's count, looking to drive in the third Blue Jay of the game. 2-0. Slider. Good slider there from Clayson. Makes the count 2-1. He's been really trusting that slider, especially in behind in counts. He's been using it as a strike pitch.
Yeah, and he's been working with it well, too.
There it is again. Counts now 2-2.
I don't know if Tabor batters are just can't quite place that slider. I mean, that is definitely the best pitch that he has to offer today.
2-2. There it is again. Singled right over the second baseman's head for a base hit, and that is going to drive in a run. A single for Danny Zepeda extends the Blue Jay lead to 2-1 or 3-1, excuse me.
Yeah, and great job there, Danny, by getting back in it after taking 2 strikes, finding a way to get the bat on the ball, popping it up over to second baseman in the shallow right, and then freezing the right fielder, so he got to first base no problem.
So Ethan Crawford now up to the plate. Singled in his last at bat, trying to keep that going here. First pitch hit into right field. Right fielder taking a look, but it is going to end up foul.
Will just barely stay in play over here, but goes foul just inside the fence. That one would have been a heck of a play to chase down. That's a long run for him.
He was shifted over a little bit towards right center too, so it would have been a very long run for the right fielder. A cancel.
It'll be 0-1 pitch here by Craw. Or
to
Craw, excuse me.
0-1. Misses upstairs. Count is now even at 1 here with 1 out.
See if Crawford can keep this thing going.
Pick off over to first base. Does not get him in time. Zepeda slides back in safely.
Still staring down Zepeda over here at first. Really trying to get as many easy outs there with pickoff plays as they can.
That fastball catches the outside corner. Counts now 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the fourth.
And maybe that's a smart play with us, like you said, only having 2 umpires in the non-conference game. Umpires out in middle of the infield, so he can't see that tag quite as clearly as you would in a conference game.
Yes.
So you're going to get a couple more calls than normal over there. So smart decision making by the Central Christian Tigers.
So 2-2 here to Crawford. Line past the first baseman and foul. Good swing there by Crawford. Good 2-strike approach. Just didn't square it up just enough. But if that was fair, that's definitely a double.
Yeah, but I mean Crawford last at bat too did the same thing. Just kind of battled back, stayed in it, and found a way to get a single.
Yes. 2-2 again. Crawford lays off the slider. Good approach there by Crawford. Counts full here with no outs.
See if Crawford can advance our runner on first base here.
3-2. Grounded over to third base. Third baseman takes a look over to second, but Zepeda's there. Throws it over to first and gets Crawford out for out number 2.
We'll advance the runner, though. Zepeda on second now, and we'll bring up our leadoff, Cole Schieffer, who has been on base both at-bats he's had so far this game with a single and a walk. See if he can do something to get Zepeda in, maybe, and extend that Blue Jay lead. Looks like first we'll have a little catcher-pitcher mound visit here, discussing what exactly they want to do. See if you got to think this is going to be Clayson's last inning for sure.
You would have to think so. I'm looking to see what his pitch count is right now. He is at 69 pitches. So I would expect that as the midweek starter, you're probably around that 75 pitch maximum for sure. So this is probably getting towards the end of Clayton's time. And Schieffer looking to try to end it right here. With something big here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Schieffer, backs up, slider that backs up, almost hits Schieffer. Count is 1-0 here with 2 outs.
Schieffer doing a little tango salsa move there or something, just avoiding the pitch, hitting him in the hip.
Next pitch, slider that catches the outside corner. Count is even at 1-1.
Schieffer shrugs that one off. Didn't want it anyways.
No. That really isn't a pitch that you want 1-0. A slider that's well located. You're not going to do a whole lot of damage with that. Next pitch in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Dorsey. Keeping in front of him, and it kept Zepeda at second base here with 2 outs.
Yep, so 2 outs. Zepeda on second with Schieffer up to bat. See if Schieffer can get one more security run in for the Blue Jays.
2-1. Slider swung through. Count is now even at 2-2.
And that slider still working for him. Clayson just keeps going back to it, and you think at some point one of these Blue Jay hitters is going to catch on to it and take it for a ride.
We have a timeout here. Timeout by the umpire. So with the new pitch count and the pitch clock stuff, you want to make sure the pitcher has to make sure that the hitter has eye contact with the pitcher, or they will stop play, because it can be an unfair advantage for the pitcher. Yep,
and that's exactly what that was. Looked like the ump was coming out there telling him, hey, make sure your eye contact is there. And he will get Schieffer nick the ball, but caught, so that will be out number 3 for the fourth. That leaves the Blue Jays up 3-1 after 4, 1 runner stranded. And we will be back here for the top of the 5th inning at Blue Jay Ballpark with a new pitcher out on the mound. We've got Ben Laird, a 6'3" guy from Topeka, Kansas, out on the bump. He is a redshirt junior, and we'll see if he can keep the Blue Jay pitching staff rolling.
And Ben, in his one appearance so far, has a 45 ERA, got roughed up a little bit against Wayland Baptist in the first loss, 10-6. So, looking to lower that ERA by quite a bit here.
Yeah, should be a pretty easy task to lower that ERA. I mean, you give up that many and can't get out of an inning, it ruins your entire season.
Yes. But Laird looking to bounce back here with the top of the order. Braden Young up to the plate. 1-0 to him is popped up. Mack and Crawford. Crawford looks like to be under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. So an efficient out number 1 for Laird. And a good start for the Blue Jays after scoring another run in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to start the inning. Get a nice, easy out. Get your pitcher ahead. And I'll bring up Kurt Ippolito, left fielder.
Ippolito is 0 for 0, but has got on base twice. Had a walk and a hit by pitch in his second plate appearance. First pitch from Laird. Catches the inside corner and fouled back for strike 1. So 0-1 here with 1 out.
Central Christian definitely looking at taking stuff early in the count if they can.
They're being aggressive with Laird for sure. Seeing that he is a strike thrower, they want to be on top of it. 0-1. Slider, good pitch there by Laird. Count goes to 0-2 now. Blue Jays have 3 hits on 4 runs, no errors. And the Tigers have 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. So 0-2 here from Laird to Ippolito. The pitch, slider grounded over to Mack at third. Tough play, short hop for Mack, bobbles it, and is going to be a... We'll see what Lily says. It's going to be an error by Jared Mack. So Ippolito reaches base again, his 3rd time reaching base.
Shout out to our great statistician over here. Lily Arthur does a lot for this program. And as you can tell, we are always asking her to know what's going on and what's the official count here.
I always have my opinions, but most of the time they're wrong. I always give heed to Lily there as pick off there by Laird in safely.
I don't know about the rest of the baseball guys, but at least for me up here, Lily's word is truth. So now up for the Tigers is Cancel. First pitch to Cancel misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 here. Cancel 0 for 1 today, has a flyout and walked his second at bat. The 1-0. Good off-speed pitch there by Laird. Is in there. Count evens up at 1-1 here. Wouldn't be surprised to see Laird maybe go back to it again, try to get a ground ball here. Yeah, with runner on first, you'd love to see him get a little ground out double play turn here. Be a 1-1 count here. Laird looks over, getting ready to deliver the pitch.
Grounded over to the first baseman, but foul. That, again, right idea there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. Gets that ground ball over the top of it, but just ended up foul. Cancel just a little bit over, just a little too early on it for it to really turn into a double play.
Yeah, but it will bring up a 1-2 count, see if Laird can put him away and get the second out for the inning.
The 1-2. Catches the outside corner, freezes him. A great pitch there by Laird. Gets out number 2.
And that brings the total to the day for 5 strikeouts by Blue Jay pitchers so far through 5 innings. So, I mean, doing a great job of buying themselves out, not relying on just the defense.
Yes. They've done a great job of getting themselves ahead of counts where they can pitch multiple 2-2 pitches, and this was just a great curveball that catches the outside corner there by Laird. There wasn't a first pitch, there was a pickoff play to see if you can catch Ippolito leaning, but wasn't able to. So Up to bat is Ulrich, the first baseman, as he swings and misses. Crawford throws down to second base, but just late. It was an off-speed pitch. It's hard to throw runners out on off-speed pitches.
Yeah, and great job by Danny. Had the runners sliding into him. It was a little more first base side than he would have liked, but great job by Danny to keep that ball down, not letting him get a free trip to third.
So 0-1 here to Ulrich with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. This one's rolled over to Mack at third. Throws it over to first. Going to be a long pop and gets a good pick there by Calder and ends the inning. So another 0 by the Blue Jays pitching staff. 3-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. We are back here in the bottom of the 5th. We do have a new pitcher for the Central Christian Tigers, number 34, Salvatore Garza. He is a freshman who has thrown 1.1 innings and has a 13.5 ERA. And so Easton Norris looking to start the Blue Jays off here in the bottom of the 5th, with some base runners. This one popped foul over the third base dugout.
Be a great opportunity for a freshman to get on base and get us going in this inning. And finds his way on base, gets hit by pitch. Any way you can. That's what matters. And he'll take that one off the hip and get his free 90, bringing up our preseason All-American, Jared Mack.
Mack is 1 for 1 today, has an RBI single and a walk, so been on base both times today. And my partner here is going to pull his yard card once again as this one's thrown behind him, but grazes the bat's back. And Nick, I mean, you're going to
Mac
keep
I
getting it
trust, but boy, I mean,
they just don't. It's not Jared's fault.
They're scared of him.
They're scared of him. I mean, you're going to see that a lot from a lot of different teams. They want to pitch around him because he is the best returning hitter for the Blue Jays. So it makes sense that they want to pitch around him, but I don't know if you necessarily want to pitch behind him.
Yeah. Typically around does not mean literally around.
Yes. So first and second here, 2 outs, or no outs. Whoa. And
no outs, runners on first and second, and Logan will take the first one, or DH, so it'll be an 0-1 count here. But runners on first and second. See if we can do some damage this inning and start running that score up.
McGuire now up. This one misses away.
And that will advance the runners. Get to second and third. So give McGuire a great opportunity to get a couple more RBIs. Did have one already last inning, so our last at-bat. So let's see if he can add to that total.
And Garza has definitely struggled with the strike zone so far. Hasn't thrown a lot of strikes, but McGuire looking to take advantage nonetheless. 1-1. Misses away. Count goes to 2-1. Blue Jays really trying to extend the lead here any means necessary. This one misses up and in. 3-1 here to the freshman.
Freshman Logan McGuire here doing a great job of being patient, knowing Garza's struggling with the zone, letting the ball come to him.
And this is the time where you can be a little less aggressive, as he does take a 3-1 hack deep to right field.
Hammers it.
And this one's going to be gone.
And you know what that is? Josh Jones. Oppo Taco, baby. Oppo Taco.
Logan McGuire hits his first home run of the year and the first home run of his college career. Extends the Blue Jay lead to 6-1 as he gets a fastball just at the letters. He extends it and puts it right in the right place to right field for a 3-run home run.
Right on the barrel. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. He was patient in his at-bat, found that pitch he wanted, and took it yard. Great job there by Logan McGuire to advance the score to 6-1 now. But it will bring up Eric Calder, our first baseman. We'll take that first one in the dirt.
Calder 0 for 1 today, has a ground up, but also got hit by a pitch. So Calder looking to get on base once again and keep this Blue Jay lead extended at more than 6-1. They do say home runs are rally killers, but I don't believe that that's the case here.
Especially when you have no outs, there's no rally going yet.
Yes, exactly.
They just start a new inning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's one of those where this is supposed to be a 9-inning game, but per NAIA rules, if you are up 10 runs after 7, it is a run rule game, and it will end. So this is a point at which, as the Blue Jays team, you're looking, hey, let's see if we can shorten this game up, save a couple arms.
Exactly. And Calder takes the leadoff walk, or not the leadoff walk, the no-out walk, gets a runner to first base for Overbay, and it looks like we're going to get a mound visit possibly from the pitching coach. And as Garza has really struggled, or maybe it actually may be a pitching change. It looks like we're getting a new pitcher. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up after this. We're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Blue Jays have extended their lead quite a bit here, 6-1. And the new pitcher for the Tigers is number 10, Terry Baker. Has 2 appearances but only has a third of an inning pitched and has a 0 ERA.
You know, Caleb, I'm thinking I need to come up with a new catchphrase for home runs.
What? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I think we should maybe figure this out.
Experiment?
I know I've got some people texting me saying maybe a little kaboom.
Okay.
That's not a bad one.
Or I can't remember his name now. The booyah?
Booyah, there we go. That's not bad. I'll have to figure something as the season goes on. See what feels right in the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's got to be natural.
Yeah. As Kaysen takes this 0-1 pitch upstairs from Baker. Count is even now at 1-1.
Do have Calder on first base still and no outs if I remember right.
Yeah. Correct. So that one misses away again. Baker a little side armor. Has definitely a different release comparatively to Garza. So it is an arm change, and it is tough to adjust every once in a while if you're a hitter. This one was squared up by Kaysen just very, very early.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about that sidearm. He's almost coming under and up. I mean, it's almost an underhand throw with that sidearm.
And those, especially for the same-handed hitters, so right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher, those are really tough because those balls are moving right into you if it's a fastball, and then those sliders are starting at your back hip, and they're just running away from the other side of the plate. So it's really tough as a same-handed matchup for those sidearmers as a hitter.
Yeah, and it's a style you just don't see very often, so it can definitely freeze some batters.
Just grounded to the shortstop, over to second for one, gets it over to second, and the first baseman has to jump to keep it in play, so it will not be in time. So a fielder's choice to get out number one for the Tigers.
You see Kaysen there just on top of it. Wanted to get just a little lower on that and would have taken it for a ride,
Yes.
but instead grounds out, fielder's choice in the second. But it will bring up Jay-Sean Wise, our shortstop.
Wise is 0 for 2, had a ground out to the second baseman and had struck out swinging his last appearance. So looking to get some good fortune here for the Blue Jays in this bottom of the fifth. First pitch to Wise, misses away, 4-1.
And Kaysen Overbay here on first he's one of the quicker feet on the team, so I wouldn't be surprised if they send him here.
Doesn't have any stolen bases, but he is pretty quick. So and it's a pickoff over to first base. Almost gets away from the first baseman, but keeps it in front of him. Overbay slides in safely. So counts 1-0 again, 1 out. Blue Jays up 6-1. Looking to extend it here. The 1-0 swung on and fouled straight back. Count is even now at 1-1 for Wise. Does not catch the outside corner, just a little too far outside. 2-1 here to the Blue Jays shortstop. 2-1. Lined past the second baseman for a base hit. Overbay's going to stay at second base. A great piece of hitting there by Wise to get the Blue Jays runners at first and second here with 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, flat as a board, they're just laser shot into right field. I mean, great way to get around on that, find a way to get on base. Got runners on first and second now with 1 out. And bringing up Danny Zepeda, who has a single in his last at-bat, so maybe has an RBI with that as well. So see if he can add to his RBI total.
Yes. And that was just a great piece of hitting by Wise. You hit it where it takes you. That ball was right on the outside corner. He took it right past the second baseman. I mean, that's just the good approaches that we're starting to see now come out from the Blue Jays comparatively to the first couple games of the year.
And that first pitch to Zepeda just inside, just skirts him. So it'll be a 1-0 count.
Next pitch is just up. Counts now 2-0. Zepeda in a definite hitter's count can feel comfortable trying to get something going here for the Blue Jays. Extend that 3-run fifth inning. 2-0. Catches the outside corner. Good pitch there by Baker. Makes the count 2-1. Wouldn't surprise me to see a slider here maybe from Baker, trying to get some weak contact, get a double play.
And if you're Danny, you're still ahead in the count 2-1. Be patient. Make sure you find that ball you want.
This one misses outside. Count goes to 3-1 here. Cepeda and a hitter's count.
Looks off the second baseman. Delivers.
Misses upstairs. Bases loaded walk for Cepeda. Brings up the catcher, Ethan Crawford.
So 1 out, bases loaded, bringing Crawford up. All he's got to do is get something out in the air. Yes. Don't double down. Don't get a double play. Just get something out in the air, and you're guaranteed an RBI.
Yes. So Ethan Crawford up. Blue Jays are up 6-1 in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch to Crawford in there. 4-1. Good pitch there by Baker.
And Crawford has had contact in both at-bats he's had. He's got a single and a ground out. So he has gotten the bat on the ball. Just needs to figure out how to keep that going.
Mm-hmm. Stay lifted on the ball. Get the ball in the outfield. Next pitch. Catch the outside corner. Good off-speed pitch there by Baker. Makes the count 0-2.
And at this point, you got to get defensive. 0-2, don't give them an easy out. Don't give them an easy way to get out of this inning. You want to start booking those runs up if you can, especially with bases loaded.
Next pitch misses away. Good take there by Crawford. Makes the count 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, great take there. Just being smart, knowing you don't have to swing at everything just because you're down in the count.
Yes. 1-2. Good take there by Crawford. Evens the count at 2-2. Crawford doing a really good job in that 9-hole. Seeing pitches, getting good at bats, letting it take it into the top of the lineup's hands, trying to keep this inning going for the Blue Jays here with a 2-2 count and 1 out. Grounded to the second baseman. Gonna flip it over to the shortstop for 1. And does he get it in time for 2? He does.
So the Tigers get out of a jam with a double play. Will leave the score 6-1 after 5. And welcome back here to the top of the 6th inning at Blue Jay Ballpark. Do have a couple of defensive shifts going on by Coach Staniford. He's going to move Jay Mack over to first base and bring Jack Kaiser in, the transfer from Newman University, over to third base. So we'll see Ben Laird is still out there on the bump with 1 strikeout last inning. Got a clean sheet last inning with 1 strikeout. See if he can keep it going. And maybe just bring in Kaiser in to see if we can get a little more offensive action going to put this away for sure.
And this could be also a defensive move. You know, Mack hasn't played a whole lot of third base. Kaiser has some third base experience. So this could be also a defensive switch for the Blue Jays. And also trying to get Kaiser's bat going a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, had a great career down at Newman University, a great transfer pickup, fifth-year senior. So we'll see if he can add to this deep Blue Jay roster.
The 1-0. Hit to left field and foul.
I mean, definitely got a lot of that one, but just foul.
So Ford is 1 for 2 today, has a strikeout looking and a single. Struck out looking on that. It was a good off-speed pitch. I think it was by Judah. So 1 and 2 here now, 2. And it's going to end up being foul again. Kaiser giving a good run after it, but just landed out of play.
And that's what you want to see from a substitute coming in, fresh legs, getting out there and hustling, trying to make a play.
Yes. So counts 1 and 2 here, no outs. Blue Jays up 6-1. Next pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Misses just away. Good pitch there by Laird. Good curveball. So count now evens up at 2 and 2.
You could tell Ford thought about that one. Gave a little flinch there, but held back.
2-2. Swung and a miss. Great sequence there by Laird. Gets the first man swinging of the top of the 6th. Next man up. Just a good fastball up in the zone, up and in too.
Yep.
After throwing so many of those curveballs, it is tough to speed yourself up on if you are Ford there.
Yeah, and Ford was trying to swing at everything, so great job by him just sequencing it in, getting that third strike.
The shortstop, Skozarowski, is now up. As the first pitch is in there for strike 1. So Laird has pitched really well today so far. Been ahead in the count, been able to throw his off-speed for strikes, and that's always going to be a vote of confidence for Skip and as a pitching staff as a whole.
Yeah, of the 3 pitchers so far, he has been the best right out of the gate. I mean, our other 2 pitchers did a great job too. Just took a little while to settle in, but Ben Laird came in hot, and he's staying hot. Does give up a single there into left field, but it's still 1 out. Blue Jays up 6-1 with a runner on first base. We'll bring up number 9, Nico Lopez, the third baseman for the Tigers.
He's reached base twice today, 1 on that sacrifice bunt that got away, and then a single. So reached base both times today. First pitch from Laird hits Lopez in the head. So now runners at first and second with 1 out.
I think I angered the baseball gods. Spoke a little too soon about the pitcher. That's the rules. You're not supposed to talk about it if he's having a good game.
Yes.
I apologize, Blue Jay Nation.
So it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, number 27, Noel Aquino. Noel is hitting .429 so far, so in 7 at-bats, but he's looked good so far for the Tigers.
And a great time to bring him in with 1 out, runners on first and second. See if he can do some damage.
This one's hit to right center field. Looks like Norris is under it. Doesn't go. Does actually really late. Going to be a great throw by Norris, but just a little late and up the third base line. But a good throw by Norris in usually a non-throw situation. A heck of an arm by Norris there, but do have 2 outs.
Yes.
With runners at the corners now.
And I mean, there, I think there was just a miscommunication there between the third base coach and the base runner.
It was a very delayed. It was a very delayed tag call.
I mean, that was a much closer play at third than it should have been.
Yes, correct.
But great job by the DH to advance the runners.
Next up is the center fielder Carson Lupton. Lupton has stricken out both times today.
Yeah, and this is the bottom of their lineup, their 9-hole. So it's one that you want as a pitcher to take advantage of. Get yourself out of this inning. Go against their weakest batting, and get yourself out.
Yep. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Count is now 1-1. Blue Jays looking to have another shutdown inning. They scored in 3 innings in a row. Looking to keep adding on to that lead. Hopefully, in the bottom of the 7th. Or the bottom of the 6th, excuse me. 1-1. Good off speed. Catches the outside corner. Count is now 1-2. Laird looking for his second 0 of the day, and the Blue Jays looking to have a really good pitching outing overall.
Yeah, see if on this next pitch he can end the inning and get that third strikeout in just 2 innings work.
1-2 pitch. Gets him looking for strike 3.
Well done. I mean, just a clinic there this inning by Ben Laird. Gave up a couple of little ones, but kept himself in it, and I mean, got 2 strikeouts that inning.
And just a great curveball that just drops at the top of the zone. And a great outing so far. Maybe he comes back out in the 7th. So far from Laird. We'll be back. We are back here in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Jays up 6-1. And leading off for the Blue Jays is the right fielder, number 2, Cole Schieffer. Schieffer is 1 for 2 today with a single, walk, and a strikeout. So looking to get on base for a 3rd time today.
Yeah, great opportunity here, bringing right back to the top of the lineup. See if they can put some more up their work towards that 10-run rule that they'll need after 7.
First pitch misses away for ball 1. Schieffer hasn't swung at a first pitch today at all.
No.
He's been really patient, looking for the pitchers to get ahead of him. As this one swung on and missed for strike 1. So count is even now at 1-1.
And I will say Schieffer is definitely the team leader. He's a vocal guy out there. He's a fiery guy, and definitely keeping people accountable. If you want to see a true team leader on this squad, it would be Schieffer.
Yeah. And another off-speed pitch there, swung on and missed. So count now runs to 1-2. Schieffer looking to get on base, have a good AB here. 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses away. Counts even now at 2. The next pitch misses up and away. Now full count. So a good AB overall here by Schieffer. Looking now to get a leadoff bunt race base runner on base. Full count. Pops it up to the shortstop and retires him for out number 1. Good AB by Schieffer. Just didn't get the end result that you want. Next up is Easton Norris. Norris is 0 for 1 today, but has reached base twice today with a hit by pitch and a walk. So has done his job as a 2-hole.
Yes, for sure. See if he can keep it going. I mean, he's been a stellar freshman for us, and hopefully he'll keep that going. And pops that first one just out past third base, foul. This is another one where I think I've still got my yard card. I think I'm going to pull it on Norris.
All right.
I got faith in him.
This is the
He's looked
matchup,
good.
especially against a side armor. You see the ball a lot better comparatively to right-handed hitters. So this is the matchup for sure.
Come on, Easton. Don't fail me now.
So 1-1 here. Fouled up again. Catcher taking a look at it. But it's going to end up just hitting the bleachers on the third base side. So now count goes to 1-2.
Now it looks like Easton is just out ahead of it. Needs to slow down his approach just a touch, and he'll be A-OK. An 0-2 count, so he does need to battle here to stay in the at-bat.
Hits it off to left field, or to right field, excuse me, and that one's going to be gone.
Yard card victory, baby. Let's go. First yard card of the year. Easton Norris. Walk-off home run, baby. Bringing the score to 7-1. Kaboom!
So his third home run of the year extends the Blue Jay lead to 7-1. And the southpaw gets his... That's not the pitch.
That was not the pitch.
That was not the pitch.
But
nope.
hey,
we're speeding.
Spitting up. Here we go. Let's see just this great contact here. Found it perfectly.
Boom.
Barrel on the bat, no doubter.
Yeah.
Does bring up Jared Mack, though. Be a 0-1 or a 1-0 count now for Jared Mack. See if he can keep this thing rolling.
Yes. So 1-1 here to Mack. Swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. The 1-2 misses away. Count is now even at 2. 2-2. Hit foul. So good AB. Good way to defend if you're Mack here. Being able to stay in this at bat.
Yeah, and I mean, in his 3 at-bats, he's found a way on base every single time. Got a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch. So, I mean, that's what you want from a returner. Senior leader does strike out there swinging, but nonetheless, I mean, finding a way on base 3 out of 4 at-bats. I can't ask for much better than that.
Next up is the designated hitter, Logan McGuire. McGuire is 1 for 3 today, but that one hit was a 3-run home run that he had in the last inning. So first pitch into McGuire is in there, 4-1.
Yeah, be an 0-1 count here from McGuire with 2 outs. 1-1 after that pitch and delivery. See if Logan can find his way back into this and just keep the inning going a little bit longer. Yes. Make the pitcher throw a couple more pitches.
This one's lined into left field. It's going to get past the left fielder off his glove. McGuire's going to run to second base and going to be there with a stand-up double for the freshman designated hitter.
And great placement there. I mean, dribbled it right into the corner. The left fielder had no chance at that. He was running as fast as he could. Just could not get there in time. Perfect placement on that at bat. Looks like Skip will actually bring someone in, too.
Eric Calder is going to re-enter.
Okay.
So with the NAIA rules, you can re-enter. It is a lot like summer ball rules. You can re-enter your... So Kaiser was a defensive replacement there. Mm-hmm. So Kaiser cannot re-enter the game now. He is done.
Kaiser has been burned.
And then Calder actually just got walked. So an intentional walk for Calder.
So the great bit of strategy by Skip. Get a guy on base.
Get a guy on base. There are 2 outs. So now up is Kaysen Overbay, who is 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch.
Not too often you see a guy come in and they just immediately intentional walk him. But hey,
yeah,
they must not have liked what Calder had been doing so far this year.
First pitch in there, 4-1. Or they like the matchup of the right-handed.
Yep, righty-righty.
The left-handed Calder. Next pitch misses away. Good take there by Kaysen. Count goes to 2-0. 1-1, excuse me.
Yeah, and Kaysen only reached base 1 of his 3 at-bats so far. Absolutely. So looking if he can help the team out here and keep it up. See if he can find a way on base here.
Yes.
He is ahead in the count, 2-1 with runners on first and second, 2 outs.
Misses up, 3-1 here now to the sophomore. And no one warming up in the Tiger bullpen, so they're just going to let Baker eat here. 3-1. Misses away, 4-4.
Great patient at bat by the sophomore Kaysen, finding a way on base, get him loaded, and bring up number 7, Jay-Sean Wise, the shortstop, who did single in his last at bat. See if he can find another hit, get some more runs up on that board, get us closer to that 10-run rule. Looks like we'll have a mound visit here as well from the catcher to the pitcher. See if they can just put this thing to bed.
Yes, they're just trying to get him to calm Baker down, get him back in the strike zone, and trying to squash this right here where it is with just 1 run.
Correct. That would be a big get for the Tigers if they can limit the damage to 1 run this inning with bases loaded right now, and Jay-Sean Wise, our shortstop, coming up to bat.
First pitch to Wise. Grounded to the third baseman. It's going to step on third for out number 3. But the Blue Jays do get 1 run in the bottom of the 6th by a home run by
Easton Norris.
I actually couldn't remember. It felt like so long ago.
Yeah, the Blue Jays really strung that inning out, kept it going, kept it alive. And so that was a great bit of offense. It's good to see the Tabor bats alive and well today.
We'll take a quick break and be back for the top of the 7th. We are back here in the top of the 7th. We have a new man on the mound for the Blue Jays, and is a first appearance of the year, number 34, Joe Stengel, the pitcher, the redshirt junior pitcher out of Fullerton, California. Excited to see another newcomer for the Blue Jays take his first innings of the year at home.
Be a great opportunity for Joe Stengel to really get going. I mean, his first appearance, so let's see what he's made of. You got a nice lead, healthy lead here, so see if he can get things going. Does give one up early, just a great hit ball right down the third base line. Will dribble in for a double, actually. Not the way you want to start it, but hey, shrug it off, get going again. You're still up 6-1. You can give up a double. It doesn't matter. Didn't give up a run.
We also have some defensive switches around. Also, Calder comes back into first base. Jay-Sean moves to third, and now at shortstop is number 3, Jose Narvaez. So him and Jay-Sean have split reps at shortstop. So this is, again, another defensive move for the Blue Jays. As a good first pitch there by Stengel gets a count 0-1 to number 7, Kurt Ippolito. The 0-1. Slider jams him. Gets it to Jay-Sean. Looks over to second. Throws it over to first for out number 1.
And that's the beauty of having a shortstop sitting over at third base. He knew what to do exactly right there. Froze the runner on second and got the out at first base. Helping the pitcher out, not letting runners advance, and getting an out.
Yes. And good job by Stengel there jamming him. Make sure he got contact, too.
Yeah.
Next up is the right fielder, Derek Cancel. First pitch down in the dirt. Good block there by Crawford. Count is 1-0. Blue Jays are up 7-1 here in the top of the 7th. Blue Jays have 7 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and the Tigers have 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. The 1-0 misses upstairs for ball 2, excuse me.
And so far, Stengel's looked pretty decent so far for his first outing. See if he can keep things going. He is down in the count 2-0. But we'll see if he can get it back with this one. Delivers just outside. So it will be a 3-0 count. And this is where you can't give him an easy four-pitch walk. You want to get back into this. Don't give him anything too easy that he can hit. But you don't want to give up the 4-pitch walk.
For sure. Next pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 4. And so a 1-out walk gives the Tigers runners at first and second here with 1 out. So now you do have a force at any base. There is no open base. You get a double play here now. The first baseman, number 17, Braden Ulrich, who is 0 for 3 today with 2 ground outs. So this is your double play candidate right here.
Yeah, perfect opportunity for it.
First pitch to Ulrich is in there for strike 1. Good bounce back right there if you are Stengel. The 0-1. Slider just misses inside. It was a good pitch, just backed up on him just a little too much. Tried to catch the inside corner, but the count is now 1-1. 1-1. Jams him again. I think there is a little of deception goes into Stengel's delivery. It looks a little side 3/4, and it has a kind of a hitch to it also. So 1-2 here now with 1 out. Stengel looking to get himself out of this jam. Gets a ground ball. Jose grabs it, flips it over to second for 1. Danny flips it over for 2, and he gets it. A double play gets him out of the first and second with 1 out jam, and the Blue Jays get another 0. Just a great pitch up in the zone.
I mean, hit it right to the shortstop. Beautiful play, turned too well. Danny didn't have to adjust at all. Beautiful little flick over to him at second base. Got it down to first in no time flat. No doubt about it. Get yourself out of the jam. We'll see if Tabor can put up a couple more and get us home early. Probably what he wants, but no.
We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. Blue Jays are leading 7-1. And overall, just a great job by the Blue Jay pitching staff so far.
Yeah, I mean, the Blue Jay pitching staff has looked good. As we said, they've looked good all year long. They're still doing a great job. And the Blue Jay bats facing a little bit easier pitchers than they have so far and taking advantage of that.
Yes, for sure.
Which is what you want to see. We'll bring up Danny Zepeda here in the bottom of the 7th to lead off. Takes the first one, be 1-0.
So Zepeda is 1 for 2 today, has a flyout, and then has an RBI single and a walk. So looking to get on base for his 3rd time today. This one misses away for ball 2, excuse me, 2-0. Next pitch, hit into right field. This one's deep off to the wall, and this one's going to be gone. Danny Zepeda hits another home run for the Blue Jays, the 3rd one of the day, and his First one of the year, his third RBI, or fourth RBI, excuse me, brings the Blue Jay lead to 8-1. And just another great approach by the Blue Jays, taking advantage of that short porch in right field.
Yeah, and you just love to see that for a guy who was set to play some time last year and got hampered by injuries. Finally getting his turn and getting up at home, getting that home run in his first home game. That's great to see. And we will have a pinch hitter coming in. Number 15, Robert Diaz, will come in, get a little lefty-lefty action here. See if we can take advantage of it. Blue Jays are now up 7-1.
And this is another confidence booster, trying to get Diaz a AB where he has the advantage, where he's struggled so far this year, hitting 111. But you're also just trying to get confidence for guys that haven't played nearly as much as some of your starters.
Yeah.
First pitch in there, or second pitch, excuse me, in there. Count now is even at 1-1.
And Robert is one of those guys that even if he gets a little slow dribbler, he's got the speed to get to first. He's a dangerous guy, but does lace this one. Looks like it's going to be right to the center fielder, though, so that will be out number 1. Got a good hold of it, just right to center field. Unlucky spot. I mean, you see here in this replay, got it on the barrel, but just not quite where he wanted to put it.
Those are ones you need to pull.
Yeah.
Just get out in front of it a little bit, take it to right field. If he pulls it to right field, that's gone.
Yep.
So it's just about some of the placement, especially on days like this. Next up is Schieffer and takes strike 1 in there. He is 1 for 3 today, but has reached base twice with a single and a walk. The 0-1. Upstairs, count now runs up to 1-1 here. 1 out, Blue Jays up 8-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Good pitch there by Baker. Catches the outside corner, makes it count. 1-2.
See if Schieffer can redeem himself from the last 2 at-bats. Struck out both times. Does fight off, stays alive. Will be 1-2. Still. Fouls one back to stay alive in this at-bat. Wants to see if he can keep this Blue Jay offense rolling.
The 1-2. Hit into left center field. This one's deep. It has a chance. The center fielder catches it at the warning track.
Boy, I mean, anywhere else in this ballpark, that is the deepest part of this ballpark. Anywhere else, that one's gone. But just, once again, a placement, an unlucky placement by Blue Jays.
The one day of the year where the wind's not blowing out from the south.
Yeah, I mean, on any other day here at this Blue Jay Park, that ball's gone. But, I mean, just nothing helping him wind-wise today.
Next up is Easton Norris. Norris takes ball 1. Norris, his last at-bat did hit a home run. Hit it to right field and
won me my yard card.
Won your yard card.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's my new favorite player, I guess. I mean, you win me a yard card, I can't help but love you, you know?
Can he get an NIL deal by the Tabor College groundskeeping crew?
The grounds department will look into it. I don't know if we have it in our budget, but we'll see what we can do. He might have to do some ad reads for us or something, but maybe pull some weeds or something.
Speaking of the grounds crew, I mean, what has it taken to this baseball field has changed so much based on the more upkeeping that you guys have done. It's really impressive what you guys have done with this field so far. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a labor of love out here. I genuinely do love all these guys on the baseball team. They're a great group of guys, and I just want to put out the best possible field that they can have. It's tough here in Kansas, especially with how early we are. I mean, as you can see, outfield's brown. Yes. I wish I could have it green, but the sun just ain't shining enough for me yet. But yeah, we're lucky enough that I've got a great group of support crew with me, and Easton Norris there will take one into right center, but will get caught, so that will end the inning. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad people are noticing it. We put a lot of work into it, and we do it because we love this team and we want to see this team succeed.
For sure. We appreciate you. So we're going into the top of the 8th. Blue Jays are leading 8-1.
And we are back for the top of the 8th inning. We've got a new pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays. Got Jared Fugate, a right-handed pitcher from Norman, Oklahoma. He is a junior, so we'll see what he can do against these Central Christian Tigers.
And this is his first appearance of the year.
Throws the first one behind the batter. Not a great way to start it.
Intimidation.
But
Intimidation.
maybe a little bit of yips to start. Home opener.
And this is his first appearance back since he had an arm injury last year. He sat all last year out with an arm injury. So, first college appearance back. There is going to be some nerves coming into that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. When you've been sat out a year and the game you love, I mean, he's been thinking about this moment for over a year, like you said. So
the 1-1. Great off-speed pitch there, but just misses away. Count goes to 2-1 now to number 11.
Gary Ford, who is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. This one's hit to third base and foul. So count runs to 2-2 now. Fugate looking to get his first batter of the year retired in Ford. Yeah, I got it.
2-2. Swing and a miss. First Tabor College strikeout for Jared Fugate, and a welcome back to the Blue Jays. Is that for how much is that big for that is for Fugate?
I mean, that's huge. Coming back from an injury, like you said, I mean, been waiting for that. I mean, that's got to feel good right there, getting a strikeout on your first batter you faced in over a year.
And it's just a weight of the shoulders, just like, just feel the release. It feels like you're back, sort of deal. So 1-0 here to Suzarowski, the shortstop. This one's hit into left center field. This one's going to reach the gap for extra bases. Overbay cuts it off, but Skuzarowski is going to get in there for a 1-out double.
Yeah, I mean, just what great placement on that. Found no man's land out there in left center, and nothing you can do about that. But, hey, if you're Jared, you go back out there, shake that one off. You got a strikeout on your first batter. No reason you can't do that 2 more times.
Exactly.
So you still got a nice 8-1 lead here in the top of the 7th, or in the top of the 8th, sorry. And so see if Jared can put this to rest.
First pitch misses away for ball 1 to Nico Lopez, who is 1 for 2 today, has reached all 3 times today, 1 with an error and a single and a hit by pitch. So has been able to be efficiently get on base. The 1-0 swung on and missed a fastball up in the zone for strike 1.
I mean, yeah, Lopez has definitely been the bright spot in their lineup so far. So if you're Central Christian, you're really hoping he just keeps it going for him.
1-1.
Especially with a runner in scoring position, you'd love to see your guy get him forward, start cutting into this lead, if at all possible.
Yes. So 2-1 here. Blue Jays still up 8-1 here with 1 out in the bottom or the top of the 8th. This one swung on a miss. Another fastball up in the zone. Do it again. He swung at two in this at bat. Might as well try a third one again.
Yeah, I mean, he's just climbing the ladder on him, and he's taking it. He's seeing it and wants it way up there, so why not?
2-2 up in the zone again. This one hit to right field. Schieffer under it. Runner does tag. Schieffer with the throw. Actually doesn't go. A great throw by Schieffer.
Yeah, I mean, he started to go, and then they saw that arm on Schief. I mean, that cannon, and it was right there. I think he might have had him there for sure. So smart base running. Don't get another out. Keep your guy out there.
And there's no reason to push it when you're down 8 runs, right?
Correct.
I mean, or 7 runs, excuse me. But there's no reason to get that third out of the inning at third base when you're down this many.
Yeah, if we're looking at a tie ball game, maybe you're going for that, pushing your luck, seeing if you can get him 90 feet away from the tying or winning run. But when you're down by this, stay safe. You gotta get any run in that you can. So you don't want to give the team easy outs.
Correct. Next one, Fugate has 2 outs now in his first inning back. Fouls off to number 23. This is a pinch hitter. Number 23, James Perales. Perales hitting 125 on the year in 5 games played.
Two-way senior from Corpus Christi, Texas.
That one misses away, so the count is 1-1 now.
1-1, 2 outs, runner on second base in the top of the 8th with the Blue Jays leading 8-1. Foul tipped back, make it 1-2. See if Jared can get this last out and get himself a nice little clean sheet. Welcome back to baseball.
He transferred in from Heston College last year, so right just down the road. So not very far that he had to travel, especially from Oklahoma comparatively to some of the other guys we have.
Correct.
So that one's fouled back. Count still remains 1-2 with 2 outs. Blue Jays up 8-1.
Fugate looks back, will not back pick to second. Just out of the zone there. So we'll bring it even, 2-2.
Good idea. Good idea. Froze him there, but just a little bit too far outside. Two. Swung on a miss, 4-strike 3. And welcome back to baseball. Jared Fugate gets a 0 in his first inning back.
And another strikeout. All 4 pitchers for the Blue Jays today have had 2 or more strikeouts.
And, I mean, what more could you ask for, really?
Yep. I mean, just great defensive play by the Blue Jays so far, like we've come to see from them so far this year. We'll see if the Blue Jays can add on 3 more and take us home early in the bottom of the 8th.
Back here in the bottom of the 8th, Blue Jays up 8-1. Got some defensive changes and pitching changes for the Tigers. The designated hitter is now coming to pitch number 13, Braden Young. We have a new catcher. I don't remember what number he was. I think he was number 10.
18.
Number 18. Jake Onderlind. And new third baseman is Samir Gonzalez. The first 2 pitches were a ball that has head for Jose, and then a strike in there to makes the count 1-1.
And we got Jose out here pinch hitting.
He came in.
That's correct.
He came in at short.
At short. Yep.
And then we have catcher's interference for Jose, so he gets on first. That will be going down as a error by the catcher. So that allows Jose to get on first base with very little effort. Yep, he definitely ticks his glove.
Yeah, and that's becoming more and more standard with just how far back people are sitting in the batter's box with pitchers throwing faster and harder. Batters want to get every little split-second advantage they can, so they're sitting way back in that batter's box. You can even see there, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there is almost a trench back there in that right batter's box in that front corner. And so a catcher's got to be really careful about, he wants to get as close to the base too for framing. And so you got to make sure the batter has enough space though.
Yes. And so now we do have another pinch hitter for the Blue Jays. It's the sophomore, actually the redshirt freshman from Newton, Dylan Clausen. Clausen has played in some games this year and has hit .095 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. He started earlier in the year, but has struggled to get hot for the Blue Jays. And Skip is trying to get the confidence of the young freshman.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. He's one of those guys that you could definitely tell from year 1 to year 2. He's added on weight. Mm-hmm. His swing is much better. He just hasn't been able to translate that in game yet.
Yes.
So here in an opportunity where you're up 8-1, why not get the guy in, get him get him a confidence boost.
And,
like
and there's no pressure on him either.
Exactly.
So you can just sit back. You can think, not really think. You don't want him to think. You don't want him to speed up. There is no pressure on him. He can have his own at bat. He doesn't have to worry about what he has to do to move the runner or something like that. He can have his at bat the way he wants it to.
Yeah, and just talking to Dylan earlier this year, I mean, he's saying he spent his summer down in Texas. I mean, just playing ball all summer long, and I mean, it definitely shows. He's one of those that Mark is looking at to be a power hitter, to be one of those guys who can take it. And when he does get contact, he's got strong contact that'll get it out of the fence.
This one
just
hit
like
to
that.
right field. Right fielder looks to be under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. Not a full power swing there
Not
from Dallin,
quite.
but it was a 2-strike approach swing, just trying to make contact with it.
Yep.
Slider. It was an off-speed pitch that just couldn't get all the way around on. So now up is Eric Calder, who got intentionally walked his last at bat, so didn't even have to pick up the bat or look at any pitches to get on base last time.
Yeah, that lefty-lefty matchup that they didn't want gave him the walk. And look at that. Calder just ripping it. Laser to the right field fence. Going to get runner to the third, sliding down and safe. So runner's on the corner with 1 out. Calder wanted that one just a little bit more, and he would have had that. I mean,
Yes.
right off the top of the fence there in right field.
That's a great swing by Calder.
Yep.
That's the approach with you want, especially since he's been in the zone, or the new pitcher has. So if you're going to see that first pitch strike right down the middle of the plate, you take a hack at it down or up 10 or up 8, 7, whatever the
Whatever
number,
it is.
Whatever the number is.
You're up big. Go for it. Yep. That does bring up Kaysen Overbay, the left fielder.
First pitch to Overbay. Almost gets away from the catcher, but good stop there. So 1-0, 1 out. Blue Jays up 7. They need 3 more runs here or 4 more runs, excuse me. No, 3.
3.
3.
Yep.
I can't do math today.
It's okay. You're not a math teacher.
No.
This is why some people teach math and some people teach elementary ed.
Yeah, and that's what I do.
Yep. You'd think basic arithmetic would be part of that, but you're more of a social studies English guy.
Well, I'd rather be the math teacher, but I've already taught today, so there was
okay.
I turned the education part of the brain off.
Gotcha. You're just out here having a good time,
Yes.
and we are having a good time out here. Tabor's up 8-1 in the 8th inning. I mean, got Overbay up to bat, 2-1 count, no outs, runners on the corners. See if we can keep this thing rolling.
1 out.
1 out.
Yeah.
I can't read the scoreboard.
No,
from here.
it does say
Pass ball.
Does say no.
We'll
outs up
get
there.
Diaz up there. So that does add another run, make it 9-1. Runner on first advances as well. So be runner in scoring position for Overbay. Be a 3-1 count. Hitters count here. See if he can get them advanced. Overbay would be the run rule run if he can get on base.
3-1 hit to right field, and this one's going to end up foul. Good swing from Overbay, 3-1.
Yep.
I like the aggressiveness, but just didn't square it up quite enough.
Yep.
So Calder at second base. Overbay with a full count here with 1 out. Blue Jays up 8. This one misses away, so a walk for Overbay brings up the third baseman now, Jay Sean Wise.
Yeah, Jay Sean has struggled a little bit from the plate for sure today. Had 2 ground outs, a fielder's choice, and a single. So you're hoping here once again maybe if he can get another one in the back pocket, feel good about himself.
Yes. So 1 out. First pitch misses away. So we're going to get a mound visit here from the pitching coach.
Yeah, this is the point at which you say, hey, this is our last inning no matter what, unless we somehow put up a couple. Put up
More than a
10
couple.
on him.
Yeah.
Hang 10 on him the next inning. So let's just get you out of this.
Throw strikes. You're not worried. I mean, you aren't worried about the run rule, obviously, but you're not worried about the difference between a 8-run loss and a 10-run loss. You're just trying to get out there, throw strikes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to give them free runs.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
giving
I'm
your
saying?
guy some experience. You want him, and he's been a little wild, been out of the zone quite a bit. Telling him, hey, just find the zone. I trust you. You're out here. Let's get things going. Keep the ball moving. Get your stuff going.
Yeah. So 1-0 here, 2. Swung on and missed. So Wise.
Looks like that mound visit was well worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, great pitch delivery there and placement. I mean, just down and away. Lock Jay Sean up.
Yeah. The 1-1, 2 Wise. Swung on, hit to the shortstop, fields it. Gonna have to make a play over to first, and does. A good play there by the shortstop.
Great base running there to make sure they couldn't turn two as well.
Suzarowski made a great play there, making a throw across his body.
Yeah. I mean, that thing, I think that bounced right over second base.
Yeah.
I mean, dead center for the shortstop to get over there and to turn it and even get an out. Well done defensively. We'll bring up Danny Zepeda, though, who homered his last at-bat. So let's see if he can get that, too.
Yeah, and he doesn't even need a homer here. He just needs a single. Because we got good speed here by Kaysen with runners at second and third here with 2 outs.
That's very true.
Good pitch there by Braden. Makes the count 1-1. So we're going to get time. Wants a new ball. Didn't like it.
I don't like that ball either. Looked at me weird.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it did to him, too.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll see here if Braden can find his groove and get Central Christian out of the inning.
1-1. Swung on a miss. Good off-speed pitch there by Braden. So counts 1-2. Zepeda looking to finish this game off for the Blue Jays. 1-2. Grounded to over the pitcher's head. Bounces off. It's going to score 1. Overbay's going to stay at third.
Definitely thought about it. Luckily, Jones over there, third base coach, taking him down, almost running to home plate with him, making sure, trying to see what was going to happen out here. There was a little bit of dribble and bobble out here in the infield. I mean, just got a perfect bounce. I mean, couldn't hit much better than that. Had the pitcher not touched that, there was a chance he got it. But
definitely.
Pitcher going for that one kept it from second or short, being able to ground that ball cleanly and allowed Zepeda to score and get the RBI in.
Yes.
To get to first and get a run in.
Yes. So we have a new hitter in the catcher spot for Crawford. It is going to be number 28, Grady Clements. So his 6th at-bat of the year here for the Blue Jays is in a big spot, trying to finish this game off. As the first pitch is in there, good off-speed pitch there. Makes the count 0-1. So, again, 2 outs, trying to put something in play, trying to keep this game going and maybe trying to end it.
Yeah, and Grady was another one of those that was pushing Crawd for that starting position throughout fall. Just wasn't quite agile enough behind the plate. They wanted to see him getting a couple more blocks down there, and that was really what was separating him. So we'll see if this is his first year here at Tabor, see if he can really improve on that this year and vie for that job. Gets hit by the pitch, so well done there to get on base. Yeah. We'll load the bases and bring up our leadoff hitter, Cole Schieffer, the captain himself. See if he can get it finished up.
So we're going to get a courtesy runner. Don't know who it is yet. So 2 outs.
Yeah, that is the great thing about NAIA baseball is when there is a catcher out there, they get a free courtesy runner just to keep the pace of play moving, let them get their gear back on, all of that stuff.
So courtesy running is number 1, Trace Copper, the true freshman. So another young kid getting experience for the Blue Jays on the base paths. This one's in there, 4 strike 1 to Schieffer.
And even though he's only a freshman, he has been smart on the base pass. He pays attention. He's always locked in to what they're telling him, soaking up whatever he can, and he is quick. He's got a great quick first step. He's able to steal a bag if you need him to, and just smart on the base pass, and you can't ask for much more than that in a pinch runner. Looks like we're having some official discussion here. Maybe didn't realize the pinch runner was coming in or something. Got to make sure
I think that's what it was. I think he forgot to write the courtesy runner down.
Yep. Sorry, courtesy runner. Yes, not a pinch runner, a courtesy runner. That is the correct terminology.
The 0-2 misses away. So Schieffer looking to keep this game going or end it here with this pitch. Counts 1-2. and almost hits him. He tried to sell it. So it counts even now at 2-2. 2-2. Fouled off. Good AB here by Schieffer.
Yeah, I mean, down 0-2, fight back to bring it to even, and then fouled off one. So this will be pitch number 6 of the at-bat after starting down 0-2.
2-2. Ball is up. Good way to stay there by Overbay, especially with a full count. You're going to be the runners are going to be off here, but really the runner matters here is Overbay at third base. Full count. Misses away, and that will be the ball game. So a walk-off walk.
No, that actually only brings it to 9, if I remember right.
11-1.
Sorry, you are correct. That is the ball game. Walk-off walk. Don't see that too often. But, hey, great job by the Blue Jays today. I mean, stellar pitching all around. Had 4 pitchers out there, 4 or 5 pitchers. I mean, with all of them had strikeouts. I mean, great defensively, just good overall team game. I mean, the bats came alive too. I mean, obviously to get a run rule in, that's big for Tabor confidence going into conference play.
And it's a great stepping stone to go right into conference play. You can feel good about this win, right?
Exactly.
You can feel good from the hitting perspective. You can feel good from the fielding perspective. You can feel good from the pitching perspective. Everything is a feel good before you come into the first conference matchup of the year against St. Mary's.
Yeah, and speaking of that, the games were originally scheduled Saturday, Sunday, but with the weather forecast, they're looking at, as of now, but might change, are going to host a doubleheader here on Friday and then one game on Sunday.
And yeah, also as of right now, the time they will start at noon.
Correct.
The doubleheader will start at noon on Friday. So that's as of right now. Things could change. Make sure if you are a Blue Jay fan, you are still, if you're still tuned in right now, make sure you're keeping up with Tabor College baseball on all their social media and Tabor College. Tabor College Athletics, they'll make sure to keep you up to date on that sort of stuff. But as of right now, it is a doubleheader on Friday and a single game on Sunday.
Yes, thank you, Blue Jay Nation, for coming out and listening to us. We hope you had as much fun as we did up here, and you guys all have a great evening. See ya.